Have you ever wanted a big touchscreen display in your car, but your dashboard only has a 1-DIN slot? That's been a huge problem for car owners with limited stereo space, until now. Meet the smart 1-DIN car stereo with a floating 2-DIN style display, compact in size, but massive in experience. Alright, first, let's unbox the car stereo system. Once you open the box, you'll find a set of pry tools, the user manual, and the power supply connector. Here's the infrared remote controller, and this one is the audio connector. And finally, the main unit, a 7-inch car stereo display, perfectly designed for a single DIN space. So, these are all the components you'll get inside the box. Now, let's take a closer look at the details. On the back side of the stereo, the frame is designed to fit a single DIN slot. You can see the audio cable connector, the power supply connector, and a built-in fuse for protection. Next, you'll notice multiple input ports, including 2 video in connectors, a reverse camera connector, an additional video input, and the FM antenna port. There's also a 3.5mm audio connector right here. Moving to the front side, you'll find a modern USB-C connector, now compatible with iPhones. This small pinhole is the reset button. We've got a physical volume control knob, always nice to have, along with buttons for previous and next tracks. There's also a microphone hole and a standard USB connector. That's everything located on the front display side. Now, let's check out the wiring. This cable set is for the audio connection, 8 wires in total, paired by color for the 4 speakers. On the power cable, the red wire is for accessories, black is for ground, and the thick yellow wire connects to the battery. The pink wire goes to reverse gear, orange for parking, blue for the antenna, green for illumination, and the brown wire is for key control. Although the wires aren't labeled, you can find all the details in the user manual. And as I always say, don't forget to read the manual carefully before installation. Alright, now it's time to power on the device and see how it works. To power on the unit, first connect the power cable properly. Don't worry, the connectors are designed so you can't plug them in the wrong way. Now, connect the red wire and yellow wire and supply 12 volts of power. The black wire goes to the ground. Once everything is securely connected, you're ready to power on the device. Double-check all your connections before turning it on to ensure safety and proper operation. And there you go, your car stereo system is now powered up and ready for setup. Simple, safe, and easy to get started. Let's see how the unit boots up. As you can see, it starts with a typical MP5 player boot screen, and by default, it opens to the FM radio mode. The radio begins running automatically once the system is powered on. You'll notice a physical volume control knob. You can easily turn it to increase or decrease the sound. Pressing the knob mutes the audio instantly, which is a really handy feature. Here's the USB-C port, and next to it, the buttons for skipping to the next or previous channel. Right now, the FM channels are being searched. Since the antenna isn't connected, we don't expect any stations to tune in yet. When you return to the home screen, you'll see a familiar MP5 style interface. It includes icons for music, movies, photos, and Explorer. You'll also find Bluetooth, aux-in, settings, steering wheel control, and phone link options. Inside the settings menu, you can adjust general settings. Set the time, change the language, wallpaper, or configure the steering wheel button functions. These settings are very similar to what we've seen in other single-DIN car stereo systems. Under the phone link section, you can connect your Android or iOS device using MirrorLink, Android Auto, or Apple CarPlay. I'll demonstrate that connection shortly. There's also a USB connector provided for data or media access. Overall, these are the main features you'll find in this car MP5 player. And this USB-C port, it seems to be mainly for Apple phones, most likely for charging purposes. We'll test that out in the next step. While recording this video, something unexpected happened. My bench power supply suddenly burned out, so I had to stop the recording right there. There are still a few important parts I need to show you before installing the stereo into the car. When I checked the power supply unit, I found that the main transistor had burnt. It's a silicon bipolar transistor. So, I'll need to buy a new one and repair it before continuing. Until then, I've decided to upload everything I've recorded so far. I'll finish the rest next week. Until then, be innovative, stay with SetNFix.